But I couldn't believe, it was shocking to me that members of the church would get mad at their leader, their shepherd, for hosting private meetings in accordance with the law at that point. Now it wouldn't be.
Yeah.
In his own house in a basement.
So I'll one up it. I talk to pastors all the time. And sometimes what happens is people on the left, the cultural jihadists, they want to get in the board, they want to get on leadership because they actually do then have the potential for some legal power and oversight in a way that they wouldn't in a for-profit company.
Okay.
So I'll give you an example. I got a call maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, a pastor I didn't know very well, but he was out of state, very large church, like 5,000, 6,000 people. Bible teacher, been there like, let's say 30 years. And he called and he said, Pastor Mark, I'm in trouble. Somebody said to call you because you've had a part-time job as a crash test dummy. So I'm the guy you call, So he calls me and I said, what's going to happen? He said, I'm going to get fired tomorrow if I preach my sermon. I said, what do you mean? He said, every year on Pro-Life Sunday, I preach a pro-life sermon. He said, some people got on the board that are not pro-life, and they've told me that if I preach my typical pro-life sermon tomorrow, they've got the constituents lined up. They've got a vote, and they're going to get rid of me. He said, what do I do? I said, you preached a pro-life sermon every year for 30-ish years, sir. Die with your boots on.
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, if it's you either are going to change your message or you're going to lose your position, well, then lose your position. But don't change your message.
And what happened to him?
They fired him.
They fired him.
After 30-some years.
What's he doing now? Is he okay?
Yeah. No, he had a ministry, and what always happens is the people who appreciate the message, they stick with you, and you create some other entity or you morph into something else.